I don't remember my life without the gospel. We went to church, I went to Sunday school, we were taught the Bible, we were taught to pray, so it's always been there, it's always been a part of my life. But there was a point in my life where I would have a chance to see other people express their faith or their prayer life or just their outlook on life, and it was like, that's more than I've gotten. I want that.
My life tended to go in a lot of different directions. It seems like anytime I strayed from the gospel or was not close to God, those would end up being the dark times of my life.
Things started to happen and my life was unraveling, and I couldn't find peace.
So I would say that I heard the gospel growing up. I grew up in the church, I knew it, and I believed it, I really did. All growing up, I was very involved in my church, youth group, but when I went off to college, that relationship kind of waned, and I just lost that faith and that joy that I had.
My best friend back in Indiana, every conversation she would talk about what God was doing in her life or how she was leaning on God, and it had a big impact on me to think that way, that he was there for me that way too.
I had friends who I never would have thought were asking me, either to come to church or to join a life group.
I heard God talking to me, and it was just like, you have to find a church home, you have to find a church home.
I was trying to find a church, but I was in and out. Obviously, I was a little broken, and so I just didn't feel like anybody would want to talk to me. And God just found me. He showed me that I wasn't alone.
Yeah, it helped me see that there was more than just going to church or even a Bible study. I just give it all to the Holy Spirit, that He was working on me even when I didn't know it. And He was bringing people into my life and experiences into my life that showed me He had more for me, that He was working on me.
I really felt like God answered me, and when I went to Him and asked Him to be with me, to be in my heart, and to change those things, it really made a difference.
I don't know how to explain it, but if you walk with God and He's on your side, the outside noise, it's still there, but on the inside you're still calm.
I know now that I can trust Him. I can rely on Him. I can give Him anything and everything, and He will hold it for me so I don't have to hold it.
I've been more dependent on Him. I go to Him with problems, and I just start my day talking. I go on my porch and I just talk to Him about what's on my mind. I'm Kathy, and I want to be baptized now to go public with my faith.
I've decided to follow Jesus because I feel it in my heart. I felt it was a calling. It's the right thing to do. I want to try to mimic my life as much as the way Jesus lived His life.
I'm glad that I'm back with Jesus, and I wish I would have came home a lot sooner.
My name is Lisa, and I'm so excited to go all in through baptism.